it. 53 is the mic. Watch the roll, watch the roll. It's it.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Come on.
Hey, Delta.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. That one complete to Anderson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Red 80. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now Austin. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Now they'll throw with Carr. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Hey, watch the slant.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. It got his man complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Darnold now to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
We're going to start. 58, the mark. Hey, let's get this. Watch the motion. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go ahead, Eddie. They're going to need some therapy after this. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Red 80.
Hey, Alpha.
Here's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Oh, you got deep?
Hey, Echo.
54 is Mike. Red 80. Block 54. Red 80. Check your out read.
Hey, Orbit.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Stop your whining. Check motion, 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 motion.
3rd and 2, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go, son. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's going to be a long distance.
Now Bell. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Bell. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Danny. Hey, son. Joker.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Here I come again. Tight. Mike, 53. Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
You. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. They're down.
Man, they're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first and 10, here's Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
First down, Raiders.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. The give to Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Taylor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So on 4th down, out comes the Raider kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. This will be from 49 yards out. And Tavecchio pushed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
To throw is Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Clelin Ferrell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Clelin Ferrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Austin. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hairston. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Darnold. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. Got a man. It's Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Taylor. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Tavecchio pushed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
We're going to
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
And 12 at the Jets' 49-yard line.
Down. 185. Check. Watch 54. 29. 29. Right there. Hey, dude. 54, Mike. Watch a slant.
From the gun, Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Outside. 58, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go, son.
58's the money. Tackles, tackles.
Hey, son. Hey, 58's the mic. Go, 58's the mic. Get that quarterback. And all call. 25. Check 25. No, lady.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Say,
Man, Eddie. It's up.
They'll go again with Bell. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. 58, boys. 58. 58. You know, young lady. Check.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. And 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. So we got man.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
58's Mike. I'm here all day. 58's the mic.
Man, Eddie. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Jeremiah Tauchu. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. About 3 yards there to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mike 54. Get away with it.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
637.
I'm going back to you.
Hey, wahoo!
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, it's Bell. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Check, check, check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Hey, watch. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
We go, son. 58, the money. Man, I got you. Banjo. Lady.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold out to his left. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Go 58's the mic. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On first down, Darnold. And he hits Herndon over the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
throwing again on second down. Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Switch it. Red 80. Get him. Oh, 80.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Carr completes it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now, 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Crunch time, defense. Check 4.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. So that'll back them up 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Now Darnold. Hooking up over the middle with Herndon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Mike Ford in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
You're on set. 58 to Mike. Hey, come on,
Darnold now to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Get that ball.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support bra. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah,